All right, Smirnoff, official vodka of the NFL, world's #1 vodka. Chris Cody, you're with me here.
Smirnoff!
Wow, you're on the money with Smirnoff.
Smirnoff!
I'm going to ask you, Chris, what's your favorite game day food?
Smirnoff!
That's your favorite game day drink. What's your favorite game day food?
Smirnoff!
All right, here's the deal. Game day is everything. The noise, the rituals, the passion, the dip, the wings, the dip again.
Smirnoff!
Smirnoff belongs in that mix because if you're tailgating or hosting or just sitting there checking your fantasy lineup every 30 seconds, you need
Smirnoff!
Otherwise, it's not a real game day. They've been doing it since 1864, which is, I don't even want to do the math. It's a long time. It's like when Greg Cody was born. They're award-winning. They make cocktails super easy, and they're all about bringing fans together. So yeah, we do game days. That's their thing. And if you're over 21, you should too. Why, Chris?
Smirnoff!
Grab a bottle of
Smirnoff!
at your local retailer and head to
Smirnoff.com
to find recipes of delicious cocktails perfect for game day.
Smirnoff!
Please drink responsibly.
Smirnoff!
Number 21 vodka, distilled from grain, 40% alcohol by volume, the
Smirnoff!
Company. New York, New York. Please do not share with anyone under legal drinking age.
Smirnoff!
The Burlington Coat Event is back. Buy a coat now through November 29th and get $5 off your merchandise purchase of $25 or more from December 6th through December 24th. Plus, Burlington is donating 50,000 new coats to help those in need nationwide through our partnership with Delivering Good. We've been keeping you warm for over 50 years. We'll see you at our coat event. Burlington. Deals. Brands. Wow. Visit burlington.com/coats for details.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find
and
it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you.
Ooh.
Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
Welcome to the Big Suey, presented by DraftKings,
Why are you listening to this show?
the podcast that seems very similar to the other Dan Le Batard podcast.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to apologize for that.
In fact, the only difference seems to be this imaging.
I have been tempted in restaurants just walking past tables to grab somebody's fries that if they're just there. That hasn't happened to you guys?
I've done it.
And now, here's the marching man to nowhere, Fat Face, and the habitual liar.
This episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Thank you for everybody who tuned in last night to watch the shipping containers suffer because they had Chiefs minus 3.5.
The hook.
Jeremy, what does this video need as context as Nick Wright, who looks like he's been crying and hiding, he joins us now. He's got to be hurting today. What is the context this video requires? Nick Wright was willing to put up $5,000 that would have gone to the shipping container if the Chiefs had covered 3.5. They did not. It's the second time Nick Wright has failed to deliver money to the shipping container. He's heartbroken about that, I'm sure. What context does this require?
Chiefs were down 3 at the start of the fourth quarter and driving. They had thrown a bunch of dinks and dunks to Travis Kelce, and we were in a spot where all they needed was a touchdown and an extra point to go up by 4, which is what we needed to be in position to win.
This is the best
bet.
you guys felt. When Kelce tumbles into the end zone and you realize you're about to be up 4 with the extra point, this is as good as you guys felt.
That is going to be the best. And what you can see is we were trying to give analysis throughout the game as well. So this will start with some analysis and then lead you to that touchdown and everything that transpired from there.
Hey, the Kelce screen for 4 yards sucks. That play sucks. That play sucks.
What is
that? How about you get the ball to a guy who's fast?
Yeah.
How about that?
Bro,
Oh, Tony? Big Bob Tonyan?
What?
Big Bob Tonyan? No way.
What?
Oh, that's terrible tackling there, man.
It's not. I will say it's not Tonyan. I don't want to get your hopes
Terrible
up.
tackling. That sounds like a good thing.
Let's go.
It is a good thing.
Okay,
Hey,
hold on.
give
man.
this guy the
Kelce?
ball, dude.
Oh.
Get this guy in a screen pass for 4 yards. Get this guy the ball,
on.
dude.
I'm not there yet. Hold on.
Get this guy the ball, dude.
Harrison Butker.
Oh, all-time franchise leader in touchdowns.
Just know that if he misses it,
No, what are you doing?
Jeremy,
Are you doing?
Yeah, bro. Are you
Just know.
Yeah, no,
Are you doing? Are you?
Know how I feel. Just know how I feel.
I blame Jeremy.
You started a Harrison Butker chant.
Yeah. Fair
Me?
comment.
He's gonna.
Got blocked.
Are you for real?
Yes, the kick got blocked.
Oh
I didn't do
You're kidding me. You started a Harrison Butker chant. You're gonna blame me?
I mean, dude, it was. Oh boy.
I take full responsibility.
Chris Cody being 10 seconds ahead of everybody else when it's a live stream is just asinine.
Telling you, staggered reaction.
Nick Wright joins us now by way of apology, I suppose. Nick, how are you feeling today?
Insolvent and inconsolable. And I am now angrier. Listen, I apologize, and I don't know this gentleman's personal, financial, or family situation. But Jeremy Taché is forever banned from receiving any money the shipping container.
No, that's good.
One day,
No, that's fine.
will
It's
one
fine.
day
It's fine. I
win.
understand, Nick. I'm really sorry.
I mean, what was that, bro?
Tough punishment.
Well, you walk over to a craps table and be like, "Hey, don't roll a 7." Like, what is wrong with you, bro? Like, seriously? So that's that. I mean, there's that. Also, again, far be it for me to tell anyone how to run a business, but I think we got to find a way to have everyone watching either in the same location or on the same delay. I knew what was happening on all those plays as I get choked up, and I found that horrifying. Like, what are we doing, guys?
We were synced up for about 20 minutes, and then it all went to hell.
There's a way to fit. Okay. I mean, just whoever is the furthest ahead just has to pause and then let there's
Chris didn't want to do that. Oh, but Roy was the furthest ahead.
There's literally, it's hard to sometimes sync up like movies on an airplane with a significant other you want to watch with them. Sporting events, there's a clock. You can be like, "Hey guys, I paused it at 9:38. Tell me when you get there, click play."
But
what are we doing?
Roy was the furthest ahead at one point and was like, "I don't want to pause because I'll miss action."
Chris, please stop explaining what is a calamity that deserves his every criticism. Now, I will say in Jeremy's meager defense, and I don't know if you want to retract what you just did with a banning, this was literally his first time betting on a game. So he doesn't know.
I have never had any money coming my way at the result of a game in my life of any kind.
And you never will again,
And I never
buddy.
will again. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing it. I have no interest in that feeling ever again. And the Harrison Butker thing, I mean, it's just, if any other kicker, I never would have said it. I wish I had just said, why'd you make me chant for that guy? Because that was the feeling. I'm really sorry, Nick. It's my fault, and I take full
No, it's not your fault. It's the
responsibility.
Chiefs' fault. And Dan, I don't want to be disrespectful to your platform, but I also don't want to be disrespectful to the TV show. So I can't. I feel it is. I'm not going to give any analysis on the game here. Some because I'm not equipped to yet, and some because I just think people. I'm just going to save that for 3 o'clock on the TV show. What I'm here to do is for you guys to be able to see my pain, and I can I had a lot. See, I was not so worried about I wanted them to cover by 3.5 for you guys, but I had money all over the place on this. Late in the day, the line moved against us to 4.5, but 4.5 at plus 108, I was able to get down in a partnership with the great poker player Nacho Barbero. So he and I had a lot on 4.5. I, early in the week, had bet David Baker, who once won the Super Contest, greatest sports gambler alive for a year at least, who is a diehard Bronco fan. He and I have a lot of preseason Broncos bets where I was the house, and and those are bets that I didn't expect to lose, like Broncos to win the division, Broncos to make the playoffs, that I gave him plus odds on. So I layered a lot more on Broncos, on Chiefs minus 3.5 with him. I actually had a winning morning thanks to despite Mike McDaniel's best efforts. Miami covered the 2.5, so that set me up well. I had the Bears money line, that went well, and then I just rolled all of that into the Chiefs money line at minus 200, and that was and there is this. I just love the God Dog team, and I literally get heckled on the street when they lose. And it used to be from folks that I don't, mostly Eagles fans, but now there's going to be a Bronco fan. It's just a bad morning, man. This was a, and again, Chris Cody, if I'm going too long, I apologize. This was a wake up at 2 a.m. dreaming about the game type of loss, and I haven't had a regular season one of those in a very long time. And it's also a email your financial manager at 6 a.m. like, hey man, I know this is the account we say we don't touch, but I need a little transfer.
All right.
I need a little transfer.
You can watch and listen to his embargoed thoughts on First Things First, weekdays, 3 p.m. on FS1. You can get his podcast, What's Right with Nick Wright, wherever it is that you get your podcast. But where does this one rank in terms of overall pain for you? A loss that feels a little bit sleepless, because now it's not just your money, Nick, and I don't know which one of these. I'm going to say that your money hurts more, but I don't know, given how much you care about this team emotionally.
I can make the money. I'll just, I can make the money back, Dan. That's the thing. This is how I would rank it as far as pain. The most pain is that my team's in trouble. Like, that is true. Like, they are, I know they're still like 58% to make the playoffs, but that's to make the playoffs. And they don't have the tie. I can't believe that I feel like this is this is the stuff the poverty level teams talk about. Like, we don't have the tiebreaker with the Jags. Gross. I can't believe I'm looking at the tiebreakers with the Jags and the Texans. Like, who the hell are we?
When's the last time you looked at a tiebreaker during the regular season?
I don't know. Honest to God, I don't. 4 years ago, we were 5-4. But then we blew out the Raiders in a similar spot and, ended up 12-5. So the first most pain is for the team. Second most pain is the pride. Like, all week last week, Dan, I said them losing was an impossibility, and Bo Nix was going to look terrible in this game. And Patrick throws the red zone pick. So, it is the gold medalist of pain is my team. The silver medalist is my pride. And the bronze medalist is my bank account. But can make more money.
That pick, where does it rank on you being stunned by anything Chiefs related? Like, I don't know how surprised you were the way that Bucs Super Bowl went. I don't know how surprised you were the way that Eagles Super Bowl went. But seeing Patrick throw that particular pick, where you're like, what was he doing? What happened there?
It was high, Dan. It was high. He threw a pick like that against the Jags, 99-yard pick six, which is why we don't have the tiebreaker. It was, they deserved. I tweeted it. They deserved to lose. I can't believe I'm saying this. Denver was better. Denver deserved to win the game. The Chiefs made a bunch of mistakes. They turned the ball over. They couldn't get off the field on 3rd and long. Like, it was bad. And now they're in Now it's a real fight for their lives. And I still, there is a part of me that says we're now just going, the revenge will be 2-7 in Denver, round one of the playoffs. Like, that's certainly on the board. But it is, if you actually dig into it, they're in a very precarious spot.
If the playoffs started today, the Lions, Ravens, and Chiefs would be out. They were 11-0 in one-score games last year. They're 0-5 in one-score games this year. What is that?
Well, you threw a lot at me there. The Ravens are not good. Now they have the same record as the Chiefs, but like the Ravens, like that win against Cleveland was horrifying. So the Ravens' problem is their quarterback missed some time, their defense was bad, and now their quarterback's back, and he's not himself. The Lions, the NFC is stacked, and their lines aren't quite as good as they were. The Chiefs, it's bizarre because the offensive line is much better than it was last year, and the receiving core is healthy. And while yes, winning 17 straight one-score games is aberrant. Losing 5 straight is aberrant as well. And so I don't have the answer for you there, Dan. I don't.
Which one hurts more of the things I'm about to tell you? Third place?
This is awful.
Worse record than the Panthers, same record as the Texans.
Oh, you mean third place in the division?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? When
Yes,
you say
third place in the division.
Worse record than the Panthers, I hadn't even thought about. You guys are sons of bitches. I gotta tell you, seriously. The mics are off, but there must be one spare mic on where I hear that godforsaken shipping container giggling. I just gave, and Taché is like, that was my first time betting on sports. You didn't bet on sports yesterday.
I know.
Like,
We kept telling
you were on a free roll.
I'm sorry.
Shut up. It cost you nothing. You were on just a maybe I'll be able to pick up a few extra dollars situation, and you guys are in there giggling.
Bills.
What did he say?
Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.
Jeremy, shut up!
Stand down.
I'm sorry!
Stand down.
I'm sorry.
Nick, I'm sorry. I apologize for what he did.
Chris
okay?
chanted.
You shut up.
Not another word.
Not another word, I swear to God. What he did yesterday
Christian guy.
was sickening. Okay, what he did yesterday was irrehensible. What he did yesterday was disgusting.
Irrehensible.
Not a word.
I knew what he meant.
That's
reprehensible.
You know what he meant. You know what I meant.
It means irresponsible
Thank you.
reprehensibility.
Thank you.
I like that word. I'm going to start using that word.
Thank you. Moreover.
Hey.
Moreover.
Wow, moreover.
Moreover.
I agree with the ban on Jeremy for all time.
Yes.
I second that ban.
I third it.
All right, so I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he reminds me of the guy, like Jeremy. I never thought I would say this, but you're starting to remind me of the guy who does soccer play-by-play now. Like, what do we do? Like,
What a compliment.
Like,
Thank you.
you should know better. Yeah, like professional, and I'm sure good at your craft, but also like, dude, why is he here? Like, what are you doing? Real quick before I go, Tony,
sir,
on the side, if you got anybody that might be interested in a day date, tell me the best number, okay?
I'll text you.
All right, thanks.
The Kansas City Chiefs, 8th place in the AFC. You can catch all his thoughts embargoed.
They're in 9th place, actually, Dan. If you're going to troll me, do it correctly. They're in 9th place because they currently don't have the tiebreaker against the Texans. They're actually in 9th place.
That's my bad.
They have 2 more wins than Miami. Miami's firing people because they're so bad.
It's one more win than Miami.
Sweet Christ!
You can watch him on First Things First, weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1, and the podcast with his son is called What's Right with Nick Wright. Thank you for making the time, Nick. We will figure out what the next bet is the next time you come on, okay? Jeremy's not allowed.
It's about to be a kidney. See you guys.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Yeah, that one hurts. I can't even imagine how much he had on that game. The last time he was on with us, I think he said I was in a rigged game in Milan, and then, and then this time, what was the great name of the poker player?
Nacho Barbero.
Nacho Barbero.
Great name.
He's so open about the gambling and all the money that he's winning or losing. His wife doesn't get mad at him?
Well, he's got his own accounts on the side where they're exclusively for his habits. I'll
tell you, wives, we know what they love.
Folks, want to have some skin in the game? Put your money and award-winning bourbon where your mouth is. Whether you enjoy sipping it straight or mixing it in a cocktail, the true pros know Larceny raises the stakes in flavor with every pour. With multiple awards between the two, Larceny Small Batch and Barrel Proof are no strangers to the winner's circle. As a wheated bourbon, you can count on Larceny to keep it smooth no matter the spread. Don't gamble with what's in your glass. Go all in and seize tonight with Larceny Bourbon. Add a winning spirit to your bourbon roster with the smooth taste of Larceny. Find a bottle near you at larcenybourbon.com. The Dan Le Batard Show is brought to you by Larceny Bourbon, Bardstown, Kentucky. 46% alcohol by volume. Think wisely. Drink wisely.
What does Zyn give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but real freedom. Freedom to do what you love and choose your rewards. With Zyn Rewards, you can redeem points for premium tech, outdoor gear, and gift cards to your favorite retailers. Find your Zyn and keep finding rewards that fit your lifestyle at zyn.com/rewards. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Real quick, want to talk to you about how Game Time is the official ticketing partner of the Dan Le Batard Show. Grateful that Game Time has been on with us as long as they have, because I use this product all the time. I travel for football. If I'm in a new city, I like to see what concerts are in town. One of the very first things I check is my favorite app for the secondary ticket market, the Game Time app. Why? Because it gives me zone deals, favorites, panoramic seat views, most importantly, the lowest price guarantee. Because if Game Time does not have the lowest price for you, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. I've lived it, folks. I've been at a place where I saw cheaper tickets. They credited me. It's legit. Game Time ticket coverage means your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Take the guesswork out of buying NFL tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DAN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DAN for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download the Game Time app today.
Dan Le Batard.
My algorithm on Instagram is, Dan, it's all boobs.
Stugotz.
It's a good algorithm.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
This AFC playoff picture is insane. I mean, it's November. It's almost turkey time, folks.
Where the Dolphins at?
And the Ravens and the Chiefs are in the hunt graphic.
Dolphins are a week away from in the hunt.
I mean,
The Lions are out of the playoffs today.
Right? If I told you this before the season, Lions, Ravens, Chiefs in the hunt graphic. There is a playoff that you're looking at where Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow doesn't even factor in the discussion.
I think it's about new blood.
Nobody is getting a home game out of that group. And the odds-on favorite in the AFC, the Ravens, they're a joke. They're considered a joke.
They kept repeating on the broadcast yesterday how Patrick Mahomes has never not made the AFC Championship game. I'm like, that is
They've won the division 9 straight times.
That's crazy.
I want all these guys to make it, though, but all of them to have to do it on the road.
Well, but
all wild card weekend. Like Texans, we may get Patrick Mahomes in the noon trademark Houston Texans.
Who are the home
window.
quarterbacks? Davis Mills,
Daniel
Daniel Jones.
This is the situation we're
Drake
in
May.
after. Let's examine last night's game for a second, because we're going to talk about the Chiefs. The Chiefs losing is a bigger story than just about anybody else winning. It's an amazing space that they find themselves in, and you saw last night, I think we can agree on this part, right? If the Lions window is not closed, you saw last night how they're going to lose in the playoffs. If they have to go on the road, play outside, play in the cold, Jared Goff's going to go 2 for 18 on his last few attempts. That's as bad as Jared Goff has ever played. I'm including a 13-3 Super Bowl loss to the Patriots in there. Jared Goff completing 40% of his, fewer than 40% of his passes is nuts.
Got a new guy calling the plays.
To see, Dan Campbell's calling the plays. What happened to the Lions last night, I'm not kidding you when I say, okay, it's the worst game of this era I've seen their offense play. That offense was averaging 31 points a game. That offense scored on every drive last week. Every drive it had last week. That's a good offense. And I've never seen the Eagles defense play better than that. I've also never seen the Eagles offense be worse than that. That's as bad as I've seen the Eagles' offense be, and it didn't matter. But the Eagles have now won 24 of their last 27 games, even though they're impotent on offense the last, 15 of them.
Again, slight context for last night. There was a ton of wind. The gusts were like 30, 35 miles an hour. The balls were going all over the place. Like, even though that is December, January football for the playoffs, it was tough for both teams to kind of get things offensively rolling.
Of course, the weather is a factor, but once the Lions have to play outside of a dome, as they will because they're not in the playoffs today, if they have to play on the road, it's not going to look like it looked against Baltimore earlier this season when they won 38-30. But I want to go to another game. Do you know how good the Seahawks have to be kicking for the game against the Rams on the road after Sam Darnold plays like that? That football game, okay, Chris Shula as the defensive coordinator for the Rams. Sam Darnold in his last 25 games against everyone other than Chris Shula is 21-4 and throws the ball down the field whenever he wants. Against Chris Shula and the Rams, they cannot throw the ball down the field. He's 0-3 with 12 sacks and 5 interceptions. Sam Darnold was a disaster yesterday. He will not be a disaster like that against most teams, but if he sees that one, that team is good enough to win the Super Bowl. Like, to be on the road against the Rams and do that to Stafford, to slow Stafford down and be kicking for the game at the end when your quarterback has that many turnovers, that's nuts. Like, the Rams are legitimately one of the best teams in the league, empirically in every way. Stafford has thrown in his last 7 games 22 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. But that's as bad as he's looked in the last 7 games. That's as incompetent as the Rams have looked in the last 7 games, or the season, I would say. Maybe the end of the Eagles game. But I just can't believe that the Seahawks were still in that game. Show me all the games this season where you saw somebody turn the ball over that way at quarterback, college or pro, and you're kicking for the game at the end.
Miami, Louisville.
Yeah, Carson Beck.
Yeah. We're setting up that field goal and just a little tip pass. The odds-on favorite, according to DraftKings Sportsbook, to win the Super Bowl this year is the LA Rams with that Chiefs loss.
Really? And Stafford was the MVP favorite before this past week.
I want to play a sound here of linebacker Ernest Jones of the Seahawks defending Sam Darnold after last night.
Man, Sam's been balling. Like, if we want to try to define Sam by this game or what, man, Sam's had us in every game. So for him to sit there and say, oh, that's my fault. No, it's not. There was plays that defensively we could have made plays. There were opportunities where we could have got better stops. It's football, man. And he's our quarterback. We got his back. And you got anything to say, quite frankly, you.
I like it. You know what that's called, Dan? You know what that guy's called? A Radada.
You got anything to say, quite frankly, bleep you? That.
Got anything to say, quite frankly.
I love that. The quite frankly really works there. The
quite frankly before a bleep you is something I have not heard before.
Got anything to say, quite frankly.
You know what? It's redundant. Once you've gotten the bleep you, I'm guessing you're quite frank.
Got anything to say, quite frankly. You.
It's redundant.
That's a Radada.
What were your takeaways from the games being played yesterday? Because that was the full Josh Allen experience in the Tampa Bay game, where you get I think we can say that that's an unprecedented player, given that yesterday he tied Cam Newton for rushing touchdowns with his 73rd, his 74th, and 75th. He's now tied with Cam Newton with plenty of career left to play on touchdowns rushing the ball. But when I say it's the full Josh Allen experience, it's because it's 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, but also, I'd miss this guy. Interception from his own end zone thrown with 2 hands. Like that, there's not a quarterback in the league.
Was funny.
There's not a quarterback in the league who does that. And also, a forward pass thrown when he was 10 yards beyond the line of scrimmage.
He was so far in front of the line of scrimmage.
Not 4 yards, 10 yards. And it really is. I said this yesterday when I was on the live cast with these guys. It's like watching an actual stallion play football. Like, hey, defensive lineman, don't get behind him because he's going to kick you in the face. Like, you're going to get injured. It's not him that's going to get injured because he plays every game. Like That no matter what the traffic is, no matter if they're sitting Keon Coleman, listen to Deion Dawkins. He's a good talker. He's the left tackle for the Bills. He's one of the best offensive linemen in the league, and he suggested last year that we give an offensive lineman award every year because he's like, why don't we give the offensive lineman awards? And Keon Coleman being out for that game as just a healthy scratch when they badly need wide receivers, although you wouldn't see it given what their offense did yesterday. Listen to Deion Dawkins. You rarely hear players talked about this way. When Keon Coleman, their first-round pick at wide receiver, somebody drafted to help Josh Allen, is a healthy scratch.
I already spoke to him. When I spoke to Keon before in this game, and I told him, I said, bro, look, don't even worry about it. Everybody goes through a different journey, right? Let's just say that this is the last time, and let's just move forward. And he said, I'm with you. That's all and we need, right? Like, nobody's perfect, but in this league, we need guys to come on. And Keon knows, right? Now he's in the hot seat, and he needs to come on and show up for us. Pats on the back are over with, and it's time for him to grow up, and he knows it. And as an older player on the team, we hold everybody accountable. And we shoot straight. We don't sugarcoat it. And the words were said to him, and he took it well. And we'll see how it goes in this week. But like I said in the beginning of the season, I'm in Keon's corner, man. Like, this league is hard. Being on time is hard. Being great is hard. Pushing for greatness is hard. So we got his back, but the time is now.
Has Cam Newton ever had 3 touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns in a game? 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns?
No. Josh Allen yesterday recorded the second such game. 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns in the Super Bowl era, joining Josh Allen in Week 14 of last year.
So he's an unprecedented quarterback, correct? We can say he's an unprecedented quarterback?
Yes. And how did the Dolphins lose to that quarterback 2 weeks ago? It's just incredible because he's been the curse. Everybody talks about the Dolphins' curse. Mostly I talk about it. It's having Tom Brady and then Josh Allen as a 20-year timeline consistently dominating you. That's the curse.
I don't think you can say someone's unprecedented when you literally cite a precedent right before.
But it was only him, though. He's the only one who's done it. It's only Josh Allen who's done it.
Yeah, but it's like the Cam Newton comparison. Like, there is a precedent. He's just, like, leveling up.
We're talking about Josh Allen, who had 6 touchdowns yesterday, and you're calling a stallion, and all of that is accurate. And the Dolphins quarterback, if he has the ball for more than 2 seconds, he freaking panics.
And yet they played head-to-head last week.
That's right. He ain't wrong. Credit where it's due, baby.
And being on time is hard. Isn't that right?
It is hard. I'm glad to hear him validate that because being on time is hard.
You got anything to say, quite frankly, you.
Put it on the poll at Le Batard Show. Is being on time hard at Le Batard Show?
It's a talent. Time ability.
You're in a bad traffic area. I mean, I understand.
Thank you.
You got to bake that in, though, pal.
Time ability.
Folks, the leaves are turning. The weather's getting a little chillier. That means the football games are more important. That means football time should be Miller time. Game day hits different with a Miller Lite in your hand. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to fantasy heartbreaks. My fantasy season's over already, but you know what makes that better? Miller time! It's the beer that's been there for every moment. 50 years of great taste, simple ingredients, and that iconic golden color you can spot from across the room. And here's the kicker. It's just 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 5 decades later. So whatever your game day looks like, remember Miller time is always a good time. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
You know how most home security systems wait until after something bad happens? Just like a goalie just standing there until the puck's already in the net. That's reactive. Simply Safe, on the other hand, well, that's Sergei Bobrovsky in net. It's proactive protection. The new Active Guard outdoor protection uses AI-powered cameras and real monitoring agents who spot trouble before it happens. If someone's lurking around, they'll talk to them, hit the lights, sound the alarm, even call the cops, all before anything gets through. That's a shutout level defense. No contracts, no hidden fees, and named Best Home Security System by U.S. News & World Report 5 years running. I've got Simply Safe at the house, and let's just say, nothing is getting past it. Right now, our listeners get exclusive early access to Simply Safe's Black Friday sale. Save 60% on any new system. This is the biggest deal of the year, so don't wait. Go to simplysafe.com/DLB. Again, that's simplysafe.com/DLB. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
The holidays really stress me out. I try to be a really good gift giver, and when you get toward this time of year, you keep thinking, I have enough time. And overall, really, the holidays are stressful, but especially if you run a business. I see what you guys go through. It's like 1 minute you're planning a sale, next minute your website's crashing, your inventory's off, and someone's DMing you a discount code that expired in 2022. It's total chaos. That's why you need Shopify. It takes that holiday madness and turns it into... Shopify powers millions of businesses. We're talking everyone from Mattel and Gymshark to the folks just getting started this Black Friday. You don't have to be a tech genius either. Shopify's got thousands of ready-made templates, AI tools that write your product descriptions, even polish your photos, and built-in marketing tools to cut through the holiday noise. And that purple Shop Pay button, that's the secret sauce. This Black Friday, join the thousands of new entrepreneurs hearing for the first time with Shopify. Sign up for your free trial today at shopify.com/Batard. That's shopify.com/Batard, Batard. Go to shopify.com/Batard and make this Black Friday one to remember.
Don Le Batard. Surely every time you're watching this, you recognize that your wife is laughing that she married
Yes.
Larry David.
Yeah, I do, yeah. One of the great characters in the history of television, in my humble opinion. And to my credit, my personality...
In my humble opinion, followed by to my credit.
To my credit.
It's amazing.
My personality
it's just amazing.
does predate Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Stugotz. Oh, wow.
I'm not going to
Okay.
say Larry David patterned himself
you
after
copy.
me.
All right, put it on the poll, please, Juju. Did Greg Cody copyright being an asshole long before Larry David?
This is the Don Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
Among the things that happened yesterday, I want to get to funniest thing from the sports weekend, but among the things that happened yesterday, we said there were 4 big games yesterday. 4 is what we identified beforehand. What, if you had to choose one thing from yesterday that stood out the most to you, is it the Chiefs losing?
I would say that. I would say Philadelphia dominating Detroit's offense. I would say a player of Jacoby Brissett's caliber, which is middling at best, setting an all-time completions record. It was a crazy...
You can't put Brissett in this conversation, even though he completed 47 passes. They scored 22 points and got doubled up by San Francisco.
I know. Yeah.
That's like a waste of time. Everything that was happening there was a waste of time.
But that's my point. That player... And he's a journeyman. He's stuck around. I give him credit. But that player of all players to have a fairly prestigious all-time NFL record...
It disrespects the record book for him to be atop it, and you disrespect my question by putting him in the middle of what I just asked you.
He gave him credit, though.
Middling.
I do, quite frankly. Bleep you. I mean, I stand by what I said. He set an NFL record. He's worth a mention.
Okay.
Got anything to say, quite frankly? You.
There you go. Thank you.
Zatzlow, you put what at the top of the list from yesterday?
I think it's actually the opposite of the Chiefs. I think it's the Broncos. I think it's the Broncos winning that game the way they did and sitting atop the AFC at 9-2. And we remember just 2 years ago, you got the Russell Wilson problem in Sean Payton's first year there. Like, to me, it's the Broncos.
The thing happening with the Broncos that I find most interesting is that I don't believe, maybe they do now, maybe the country understands now after seeing Patrick Mahomes look that way in that game, but I don't believe that most people watching the Broncos are looking at the Broncos and saying that's the best pass rush since the 83 Chicago Bears. That is the best pass rush a defense has had since a Bears team that could have gone undefeated if not for the aforementioned Dan Marino. The aforementioned Dan Marino beating the undefeated Bears. Were you watching?
He was
first
distracted.
Take?
He was distracted.
I'm not gonna lie, I was
Cam's hat is
distracted
big.
by Cam.
Yeah.
Okay,
He's got a big hat today.
Really? Today he's got a
Today.
big hat.
Oh, it's bigger than usual, Dan.
You don't say.
Yeah, look at me, Louis.
Odd look for him.
Do you think most people know that the Broncos defense is on pace to sack the quarterback more than the 83-84 Bears
I mean,
team?
Surtain hasn't even been playing.
Right. It's not just the number, it's the disparity. The last time I looked, the Broncos' defensive sack total was double the second team. Like they are twice as good numerically as the next best sacking team in the NFL. That's what's incredible to
And
me.
Bo Nix is good.
You want to talk about a long 2 years
He's
ago?
good enough.
Yeah, he's good.
A long 2 years ago when the Dolphins put up 70 on the Broncos,
Long two.
and the two franchises have taken totally divergent paths.
They are sacking the quarterback on 11% of the plays. That number is
what?
On 11%.
49 sacks on 438 dropbacks. That's an 11.2% sack percentage.
For the season?
For the season.
Yes.
That would be the highest,
I'm telling you, what I'm telling you is that this defense,
that is stunning.
This defense is all time good. Like when I say 83 Bears, like 83 Bears are just with the Ravens of the Super Bowl Ravens of Ray Lewis as the best we've ever seen at defense.
That's crazy.
And they can do it with four guys. They blitz and stuff, but they can do it with four guys, and it is something that makes Patrick Mahomes look bad because it'll make any quarterback.
Great points by you. Small fine. 85 Bears, not 83.
No, actually, though, it was right. I think it was the defense right before the 80. I did conflate years there, but I think the defense before they became the championship Bears. I think
you always hear about the 83
I think it
Bears.
had more sacks. please look it.
Look it up. You're telling us to look it up.
No, please tell me whether I have this wrong or not. But I do think
funny.
I do think the year before they actually had more sacks.
You know about those 71 Dolphins?
But I did make that mistake
They
of
went to the
putting
Super Bowl.
the two teams.
How about the 70 Dolphins?
Let's do funniest thing here from the sports weekend, please.
You have that backwards, Dan. It's the 86 Bears. So it's the year after they were undefeated.
Oh, okay. I had it from the wrong notes. Okay, my bad.
Hey, people, tell us what in the sport made you laugh hardest this weekend. It is a segment we call What Made You Laugh This Weekend. Ha ha ha!
Jeremy, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
This is a great one submitted by a listener that despite Jeremy's enthusiasm, the Heat would be a play-in team if the season ended today.
Isn't that the truth?
Come on. They've been
No,
without
that's funny.
Bam like last 5 games.
Yeah, no,
Fair comment.
I know this.
They're the most
Still funny.
exciting average team in NBA history.
Nah, you're not fair.
That's sweet spot, number 10, baby.
Woo! Mike Ryan, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
I can't go away from that Dan Marino chant. It's been living rent free in my head since I heard it. This is not a human thing to do. Just stunned the people at the Bernabeu. They don't. Should we chant after this? I can't believe he tried to do it again.
We should never chant again.
I actually think that we could change and should change the "Let's Go" chant to do it more like I like the remix that Dan does better now. I'm coming around on this. Yeah, I do. Chris, what do you have? Funniest thing from the sports weekend?
Staying in this game, the Dolphins kicker, Riley Patterson, taped his wrists.
Why?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe in case he has to make a tackle.
Just in case. You nailed it.
It looked ridiculous to me. Seemed unnecessary.
Jay Feely wore wristbands for a similar reason.
People sweat, man.
As the kicker. Tony, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
Just watching us on the live stream be so hopeful at the beginning of the game, and then as every quarter, every drive, every play would happen, a little bit less in the tank. It got to a point where we were really down across the board when the extra point got blocked. I kind of had to be the quarterback and rally troops. Guys, hey, we're not out of this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. And then we were completely out of it.
Yeah, and a lot of people tuned in just to watch you guys suffer. Greg, what was the funniest thing from the sports weekend?
An NFL official plows through Sean Payton, knocks him on his ass, and Sean Payton gets penalized 15 yards.
Sean Payton got up like, what's up?
I know.
You want some?
Couldn't happen to a nicer coach.
Zaz, what was the funniest thing from the sports
Yeah,
weekend?
so yesterday the Rangers lost to the Red Wings 2-1, and there was an empty net at the end of the game. You know how that goes. But the time runs out, and the Rangers player, game's over, and the Rangers player still decides to shoot the puck into the empty net. Dan, all hell broke loose. Rangers goalie Jonathan Quick ran off the bench and started a brawl. It was a melee on... Look at that, Dan. It was a melee because the player shot it into the empty net well after the buzzer. You don't do that, Dan. You don't do that.
Beautiful looking photo.
It is.
Too.
It is a good looking photo. I want a wallet size of that.
Greg, you're the wordsmith around here. Is it melee or melee?
Melee.
It's melee?
Yes.
I saw this weekend Aaron Rodgers. This isn't the funny part, but what happened after he broke his wrist. I'm assuming it's a broken wrist. He gets tackled, and he lands on the wrist, and he immediately starts clutching his left wrist and doesn't stop clutching his left wrist. But he did play one more play with what looked like a broken wrist, and when they broke the huddle, he clapped his hands.
You have to.
Muscle memory.
Yeah. But he shouldn't have. No. He was clapping a broken wrist.
Yeah, remember, it was like 2 seasons ago, Tyler Hero broke his wrist in the game, and then they passed it to him in the corner, and he shot it. It was an air ball.
Jeremy, what kind of corrections do we need to make on my 40-year-old Bears memories of defenses that were better than the championship Bears?
86 Bears better, 85 Bears better, 84 Bears set the sack record with 3 guys with double-digit sacks. I see nothing of the 83 Bears.
83 was their worst defensive year.
Folks, the leaves are turning. The weather's getting a little chillier. That means the football games are more important. That means football time should be Miller time. Game day hits different with a Miller Lite in your hand. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to fantasy heartbreaks. My fantasy season's over already, but you know what makes that better? Miller time! It's the beer that's been there for every moment. 50 years of great taste, simple ingredients, and that iconic golden color you can spot from across the room. And here's the kicker. It's just 96 calories, 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. The original light beer since 1975 and still hitting different 5 decades later. So whatever your game day looks like, remember Miller time is always a good time. Miller Lite, great taste, 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/Dan to find delivery options near you. Or you can pick up Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. It's Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.